Hello and good evening everyone, welcome to the 2019 Kraken Team Gala, which is a 3v3 tournament where people can only drive tier 10 French tanks. So it definitely makes for very interesting gameplay, and I remember from last year that it was a ton of fun, so I can't wait to get started and I hope you guys enjoy it too. This is the old logo of Kraken, I believe. I'm not quite sure, but I see a new one popping up everywhere, but I do think this is like phenomenal. So I decided to use this in the preview, but I'm going to take that preview away from you now so that we can actually see. And this is 3 of the 4 rooms that stuff will be happening in tonight, and I'm actually waiting for the 4th room. And when I do get that, I'm not even sure if you can actually see what I type in as numbers for the train room, but I won't be taking any chances. I will be putting the preview up just a moment to get that code in, so that I can be sure that that is not something that you can see. So all in all, it's going to be some epic fun. We start with best of 3, I believe. Let me just check. Yeah, best of 3. Then for the lower bracket, we switch to best of 1. And then in the grand finals, we have a best of 5. So it's going to be epic fun. Like I said, I remember that from last year. And yeah, I love doing tournaments like this. It's different, it's quirky, I like it. I'm going to be doing something not similar to this. This is definitely unique. A quirky tournament of my own pretty soon, just need to get it together. But I like quirky things. I like when stuff is done in a way that is not standard, that requires thinking out of the box, and that means that regular tactics cannot be followed. And that's basically the thing that I like about doing this and about the whole Gala from Team Kraken, because that's just so much fun. It takes the seriousness from tournaments and it creates something that is more relaxed than that. Still equally, whatchamacallit? I can't think of the word. Competitive, that's the word I was looking for. But just more relaxed than that. So I'm just waiting for YouTube to kick in now, and then I can focus on getting to the room and everything. And there we go. There's a 3-minute delay on the stream, mind you. And that is so that people cannot see each other's lineups. We are officially live on YouTube. And that will be, well, you will see it in a few seconds. And you will hear this in about 3 minutes, so yeah. So, like I said, can't wait. Gonna be epic fun. And we just have to wait for my room to be up. I'm in the room Bretagne, which is not here yet. So we are waiting for that, I think. But yeah, we are still early. We have 7 minutes to go before we officially have to kick off. So I think that it is fine. In the meantime, I am pausing the stuff on YouTube so that you won't be hearing like an echo from me. That's also one of the reasons why I generally start with a bit of silence, also allowing me to just get set up and everything. So we are just waiting for, there we go. Like I said, I'm going to pop up the preview just to make sure that you cannot see what I enter. But you wouldn't have been able to see that anyway, so that's fine. And we are in a room. So we are beginning with Kraken versus Kraken. And this is basically their party. Quite literally, it's their gala. But I love that Kraken does this. And I love that they're doing it again, because they did this last year. And it does take quite some planning also to get all the teams together. And even if it's 3 versus 3, most teams can have a reserve. So that means that it's sort of 4v4. And then you still have to make everything work. Everyone has to be able to make it on the same day. You want to have the competitive clans in here. So we have an Eros team and there's an RTK team and all of that. Which is, I'm not supposed to... There we go. I'm a spectator now. And that kind of stuff, I like it. I really do. Ooh, that's right. Now we have the AMXs. That's going to be fun to see what they do with that, though. Don't think we've seen those in action just yet. So that's going to be cool. I can't wait. Now we have the other team arriving. I wonder if we're gonna have an early start with when everyone is here. I'm not sure if I should look into the room chat or not. I'm just going to make sure that that I'm ready to go into the battle. I'm actually going to tag the organizer with something, because I forgot to ask before, because I'm not sure at some point the matches in my room will stop, I think. Do we know yet in which room later matches will take place? This, so I can stream them all, because that's what I like. Because that's the thing with this. Because it's quite fast going. There's 4 people on that side. That's not quite right. But because there's 3v3 and the matches are generally over quite quickly, I remember from last time. But because there's 16 teams, you go to one team. At some point, I think this room would stop getting matches planned, so to speak, because you need less and less rooms to stream the games. So I need to... All these teams have like specific special names. I'm not good at remembering stuff like that. But apparently I am streaming Rocco Sifredi, I'm going to guess. And Mauvais Grain, which is like evil grain? Okay. I remember that mostly because, yeah, the rap band Mano, which has quite... They have a few very nice songs, but one of the songs is called Un Mauvais Dieu. And I find that particularly funny because I know that's sort of like bad or evil. And my real name is Dieudonné, which in short would be Dieu. So that's, yeah. So they are having an extra spectator. I wonder if they're going to be... if they want their own spectator on the other side then. Not sure if you can actually add up to that many spectators. Because I know that in the regular tournaments, people could be allowed up to 2 spectators, and then you'd still add a streamer. But that's something special that Wargaming does, so I'm not actually sure. So we are just waiting. Maybe I should check out the room chat. Probably all French, so then I won't understand anyway. You know... So I'm just asking. So yeah, we are ready. They've not typed anything in here, so that's actually quite helpful. They're probably just waiting for the clock to hit 20:30 exactly before they go do anything. So we just have to wait a little bit. We are going to start at Wintermannovka. I can actually go over the map with you, but the thing is with this map, it is all supremacy, but in a 3v3, people tend to stick together a lot more, because if you leave your teammates, you're putting them in such a weak position. It's really not that much use going over the maps, because you can't really guess what they're going to do. They're either going to go to one side or the other side. They probably won't be spreading out, trying to cap multiple bases and everything, because you just can't afford that weakness of splitting up. Because even if you were to be able to cap those bases, the enemy team will know that regardless of which direction they go to, they will end up in a spot where you have less tanks than they do. So that's basically the problem with tactics. I can show you what it looks like, but the room will start. The battle guys will start soon. But where's my Malinovka? There we go. This is what it looks like. You have 3 bases, and like I said, they can go every which way. They can go do everything which thing. I have a feeling that we will be seeing some actions around B or C, because position-wise, if the enemy team would go to A, that means that B and C can be relatively safely kept. And here we go. Booger, Quinoa, Useless, Garbo, Vabon, and Overskill. Those are the names that I will have to remember. And hopefully do it right. So we have one of the batches heading towards base A, which is where it's going to meet two AMX 30Bs if he is too forwards with that, which he luckily isn't. He's going to look into the bush, see two people there, and is like, nope, let's not be here. The AMX Bs and the AMX 30Bs will know that they have been spotted and they are capping together, which means for a quick cap. Whereas the batch head is running away and the Fosh is holding more to the middle, where it will meet the other Fosh. Fosh and Fosh has been spotted by each other. And Useless is pulling back wisely. Base B is being capped now. And I think they will cap base C as well. The Fosh here has to be careful. First shot being taken. That shot being missed. And now Useless has to use the buildings carefully to stay there. Now Fosh is alone. And the MX-30Bs are rushing in. Base C is not being capped. But we have Quinoa that is going over to get behind. Ooh, look at that damage. Going to take you over there. Nope, the other way around. Thank you. And with that, it is very quickly 3v2. And then at this point, it is so important to not lose gun. We have Garbo that is sort of rushing in right now. And even if they can take out the Fosh, it will mean that the batchets that will be reloaded pretty quickly. The Fosh can be taken out, but that still leaves... Now the batchets are actually blocking the shot from their own teammate, which is not really a good thing for the Fosh, but he does still get another shot in. And the batchet is almost reloaded. As long as they stick to the same target, they kind of need to. But they don't. There we go, one batchet is about to be taken out. And now we get to have a dance around the houses, I think. This can't really do much. Batchet is reloading, which I think is a very good call, because he can easily take a hit from Garbo. But you want to be certain that he has his whole clip for that. And the first round is for Quinoa. And that's what you can see, that if you take out one tank, it gives your team such an advantage, especially with the autoloaders. Even though the Fosh was the first one to be taken out, he did do the most damage. That was lovely. So in the meantime, I'm trying to see... Ah, okay. I'm trying to check what matches I will have. But I know that I do have a final. I think that we're gonna have matches in this room the whole way around. Just making sure that they haven't started yet without me. And they haven't. So all in all, these matches are pretty quick, like I said. But they're fun. It's so different, and I like that. Okay, so we have matches in this room until the grand final, so I don't have to move, and I'm actually very grateful with that. I don't know how to win the gold on Inferno stream. I didn't know that he was having a giveaway on his stream. It's also very French, so I wouldn't be able to follow that. But I can always throw in a random code every now and again, maybe. So we are waiting for the battle to start. I am ready. They are ready, I think. Well, they are readied up at least. So it's a best of 3, which means that now Garbo's team has to win if they want to go through to the next round. And if Team Quinoa, I'm just gonna call him. I'm sorry, I don't know the team names all that well, especially because they're all French. Well, not French actually. The one name was a name, I think. So now we have the 30Bs and they're sticking together again, and they're sticking together with the AMX 50B. They left behind their Foch and their Batchets actually. The other team did not change their lineup. Not sure what he's doing there. And we have Useless that is heading into base C, and I wonder if the 30Bs are going to be taking base B then. There we go. Very wisely done, because if they have done this... There we go. Ooh, that was a big hit into 30B there, and a very tiny hit in the Foch in comparison. I'm sorry, but that was funny. So we have the AMX moving in now. And we have Team Overskill that is like completely fanned out here. In 3 very different positions, but they can support one another. If they go after one, like the Foch in the middle, this is a very tricky move by Team Quinoa. Ooh, especially since that hit though. With the AMX there, ooh, that was a miss shot that might have been vital. There goes the Foch. And now the AMX has to... I think he has... There we go, he's still reloading. And he's steadily being slaughtered. But the 30B is being made into scrap metal quite quickly by the other 30Bs. And there we go, and now he's 3 versus 1, and it's pretty clear where this is going. Because he can't really do much. He's also in a very precarious position, showing his upper, well, his roof basically to his enemy. And even if he can kill one, which he might, but he doesn't, it is the end of Team Garbo. And that was a very, very quick match, I think. Let me see, just over 2 minutes. And again, it was Team Quinoa that singled out the one tank, got them out of the way, and then the other team is a gun short, and that just goes so quickly. So I'm just gonna ready up, because I'm ready for the next match. The score should be reset now, and we should be getting different enemies at least, depending on what is happening in the other rooms, but we can't actually see that. I'm going to have to look at the chart for that to see if we can see that there. Because they have to enter the data there, and then we can see what is going on and who is where in what stage. So I'm just looking at the page now. We don't know yet, but we are either going against, I believe it is Eros or Appa. Oh no, it's Hapki, it's not Appa, Hapki. So our Team Kraken, our Team Quinoa that we just saw, is going to go up against either Eros or Hapki. So that's going to be fun. So like I said, a pretty quick game there. And I'm actually not entirely certain. We do have some time now, I think, until the next match. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, we have 20 minutes until the next match, which will be from Win versus Kraken, I think. Yes, Win versus Kraken. That's the first one that we're going to see next. So I'm going to see if I can show you some nice replay or something. Oh, you're Mutsu. Hello, Blaze Mutsu. Or is it Infinity Senpai? So let's have a look-see. I wonder if I can show a replay while I'm in a training room. I'm not entirely certain, but we are going to find out. Because otherwise I'm going to have to bore you to death with a lot of talk. And I can talk a lot about everything because, well, I'm a woman, it's what we do. But it's not generally something that people would want to listen to, I believe. So let's see what I have. I think the main issue will be that we recently had an update. Well, I can do this. Let's see if it does this. And now I have to think that it has been... yeah, I'm just gonna do it differently. There we go. Because for some reason, if I have a Blitz... Does it do it? Yeah, okay. So we go to the training room. We are not ready. And then we go and try this again. Thing is that I have 2 versions of Blitz installed on this PC, and for some reason when I click a replay, it tries to open it in the one that I'm not using, which is completely useless. So we are going to see a nice game by Lopani versus Adults. I think he's happy to see his enemy. Well, frenemy probably. And the feeling is mutual. I like it when games get social like that. We have no supremacy here, so then people generally go to more safe positions. Let's see what he does. This is something that a lot of people don't know. If you knock down that tree, you will be able to, you will be revealing your position. So that's something you have to be very careful about. Like now, because it can easily get you spotted. Anyone that is actually paying attention will know that there's a camper there. And I think that's exactly what the convoy has done here now. I wonder if that panned. He's not been spotted while firing though, so that's that's very good. He's not there now though. Ooh, their teammate is being slaughtered on the other side. And that is what you get when you do not move with your team, but you actually just go against your team. It can work out for you, but you can't really be mad at your team if it's not. Nice. That is a lovely but evil shot. Now he has to be careful not to get a cheat in the bum. He has to be careful. No, he can't shoot him. And now he's lost his chance to shoot the bad chat. But he can shoot this nice little convoy. And then he's pulling back again, which is a good call. Well, in a waffle, when you have no armor, what to speak of, you always have to be careful. His team is evaporating though. There's only 3 TDs left, and that's not... yeah, exactly. That's not really the way you want to play with no team anymore. Very nice. He has to be careful, especially with that T30. You remember that what I just mentioned? This tank? That for some reason didn't load HE? Oh, that was luck, if nothing else. Well done. He's gonna have someone behind him, which is exactly what Lopani is counting on. But they're not, they're there. Oh, that was a bad low roll. This is why HE is something to both love and hate. And this is last remaining teammate. So that is not something that is good. He's in trouble. But that works, I suppose. And he has his adrenaline. He just has to be very careful who he shoots first. Ooh. 2 guys left. Why did that guy not fire? Oh my god! So we are missing 1 last red. But where is he? I'm not sure he was. Yeah, that's what I thought. At least it's nice of him to say that. Even if you can't say where he is, because that would be breaking the rules and that can get you banned. At least for a time. And in a waffle, it's not really something you want to do, hunting other people down when you're a one-shot for pretty much anyone. Question is, where is he? If he doesn't start capping the base soon, they won't be able to win. They can't. They have to have the time limit after all. So let's just see if he runs into me. I like that he's apparently he's pre-aiming. Yeah, that's the. I like that the Sand is trying to help though. That is something that you don't really see often in this game these days. Thing is that when you're this low on health, anything basically causes just a heart attack if you get spotted. You just have to be very careful, move around carefully. You have to use your turret to spot people. A lot of people. Ooh, there he is. I don't think that hit. Nope, it did not. You don't want to get stuck up against the high thingy here. Oh, that bounce! Oh my god! Really? Oh my god, he did it! Oh, what the hell, dude? Seriously. What a game, Lopani, honestly. Wow. That is just wicked. An impulse medal, and a Kolobanov. And this much damage, 6.3k, oh my god. What a game, guys. Still no talk here, so that's all good. Actually, no, I'm going to stay in the room. I still have about 12 minutes left. Let's see if I can find another one. Ooh, this is good. Yeah, I'm going to show you this one as well. Same way that I did the last one. I actually have to save the file and then open it. Make sure that I open it in the right app. Because why on earth will we do things simply, right? So let's have another one. Here we go. This is one of the tanks that I kind of still want. Because it's funny and it's one of those tanks that it's outside of the box. You can't really play in it like any normal tank. It's just different. And it's one of the things that I quite like. It's quirky. I like quirky things. give him some lag here. And a nice first shot all the way across the map. With him unspotted. But he knows where next he'll be. But he doesn't seem to be appearing there much. He's in a nice little bush there. I think that did hit, but it didn't do damage. Ah, I remember this good old time where... Nice! Where we could pen the front of a goose tank in the... in the tier with HE. Because why not? This is actually a game that is not actually in the... a bug that is not in the game, but it is... it's in the replay. No, he was behind the buildings there. I don't think he is going to pass in front of that. Please don't stay in one spot. You're a very mobile tank. You have to move at some point and do damage and stuff. Nice. Now he has been spotted. And he pays for it immediately. Nice. He is doing some very passive gameplay. But he might be able to pull it off. There we go. And we are staying behind the building here to be safe. We're not stupid enough to peek out like that. But he really wants that. Ooh, so close. There's a Lowe. Nice. Again, it's a replay bug where you see tanks like stop motion. It is a very annoying bug, mind. But a bug all the same. Like that. There we go. And now there's just one guy left. And that is the Lonely Are You by Rory, who is not going to be happy. But he has plenty of health left. He doesn't need to be careful, really. There we go. 9 HP left. There we go. 4.1k damage is a lovely amount of damage in this tier. Yeah, hit me up with the replays in Discord by all means. A little bit of tracking damage, I think it was. Probably not spotting damage. Because he was behind the building. Let's see what's happening here. Ah. So even though there's 6 minutes left to go, the teams are here. They're not quite ready yet, but they are here. So I can't show you another replay during this round. So I'm going to be waiting in the room with you. And we just wait. Hello and welcome everyone that is tuned in. Thank you all for watching. We are having some French fun tonight with the Kraken team Gala, where we have a 3v3 in French tanks, which means that we will be seeing Foch, we will be seeing AMAX 50Bs, the 30B and the Bachata, I think. I think that's all of them actually. But that's a very interesting combination. And like we see with these teams, I wonder if they can actually see each other's lineup. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be joining a fast tournament right now, strangely enough. But let's just have a look. Yeah, it's only the Batchat, the 50B, the Forsh, and the AMX 30B then. And potentially any tier 9 that you also want to use, but that's pretty much something that I wouldn't really advise you to do. So let's go back here. And then we just wait. This is basically probably why there's a 3-minute delay, but it's kind of useless if you can already see. If they already have the lineup like 6 minutes beforehand, but yeah. Can't really do much about that. So we'll just have to be a little bit more patient. Oh, I do really hope the T22 and the Scorpion will hit the store at some point. I'm saving my gourd for that stuff. In 4 minutes we should be entering the battle. I think last time that we have the Blitz unfair, because I refuse to call it Blitz fair, because it's really not fair. It's really just a whole gambling sham, and people lose a lot of money and still don't get what they want. I mean, I know a guy that pumped in for like, what was it? 400, 500 euro and still did not get the T95 E6 or the T22 medium. Just like, no, that's just not, no, that's not right. And it would be something else if you at least felt like you got your money's worth. Like, there's been some crate stuff on PC where you open a crate and you either get a tank or you get a bunch of gold. That kind of stuff. And even though it's not the tank that you want, at least you feel like you got your money's value. And that's something that I really miss with the Blitz Unfair. I'm not really into the whole gambling thing. I will buy the buy one, get another crate free kind of thing. Mainly because I'm like, because there could be that tiny bit of chance that I will have that amount of luck that I need to get that tank. But at the same time, I'm so not into the whole crate thing. The fact that the drop chance is only like 4% generally, that means that there's 96% chance that you don't get it out of the crate. And it's not like, some people misunderstand. They think that if you buy 2 crates, that means that your chances are 8%. So that technically speaking, if you buy, what is it, a comprain, but the more crates you buy that you get the tank or something, it doesn't work like that. The probability heightens because it's more likely that you hit that 4%, because statistically in X amount of times you will hit that 4% at some point. So the probability it gets higher, but for every crate you open, the drop chance will still always be 4% for every single crate. Hello, Veggiebreak. Probably saying that wrong. Not entirely certain. I did just meet you, I should know this. But yeah. We are waiting, we should be entering it within a minute now. And you will get to hear me rant about the whole unfair beforehand. But yeah, I am waiting for the Scorpion G to get back into the store, and I am waiting for the T22 to at some point hit the store. And then preferably not in crates, because that would be nah. I am very happy with my T95 E6 though, and with my AMX 30B. I am a massive gold noob, and I'm very happy to be that. But at the same time, it does make me feel like, yeah, this isn't right. Not necessarily that I spend money on the game. I mean, it is my money, and some people buy shoes, other people buy bags. I buy, whatchamacallit, I buy digital tanks in the tanking game. And here we go. Captain Kraken, Shogun and Etagere versus Camper and Rambo and Tuomas Tupani. Well, the last one isn't from North, technically. So let's have a look, see what they do here. We have the AMXs that are heading towards base A, more to the middle there. We have the Batchat that's going to spot around base A. Batchats are not seeing each other, but the 50Bs have been spotted by the other Batchat that went the other way. And we see some shots happening from a Batchat. Batchat. There's so many Batchats here. And one of the AMX 50Bs lost quite a bit of HP already, and the Batchats have just every opportunity to just run away. And I'm not entirely sure why Shogun isn't reloading his clip. Base C has been kept, the Batchats are pulling back together, and they are so fast that will be very hard for Shogun and Kraken to win from win. Let's see, the Batchats are spreading out more, wanting to know where the enemy is, where they're coming from. But Team Batchat has a... what is it? 40 odd point difference, which is more than a tank, so it will be very hard for Kraken to make this work, especially since Etagere is just losing HP more and more. Getting shot from multiple sides now. Shogun is pulling him back, but Etagere does not have that luxury. And he's only got one shot left now. Shogun is reloading. I'm going to take you over there, even though we have some Batchat action over here. But he's been left alone now. And Shogun is just... they're chasing after the effects, but in doing so they are letting themselves be divided. And now we have Thomas going after the Batchat. But at the same time, Team Win is also letting themselves be divided like that. But they can get away with it. The Batchat is now reloading his clip. And he's taking some massive damage there. We see Camper from North has blood damages, has blood some HP as well. But now the Batchat has reloaded. So I'm going to try and show you both sides. And Etagere is about to bite the dust. And so is Captain. And now we only have Shogun. And even if he gets murdered, it's still very unlikely. Ooh, that was a very low roll for an HE. And that one missed. Shogun is gone. And it's Win that takes it home. With 3 Batchats. All surviving. What a game. And I think that the main problem here was that Kraken let themselves be pulled apart. Now this is going to be fun. Look at this. We have 3 Batchat versus 3 Batchat. It's going to be Batchat Win, but the question is which Batchat? Ooh. I like this though. This is random. Very, very random. And we just have to wait a little bit. They're probably... I'm not actually sure what they're discussing. Still nothing sat there, or it's a bug on the training room. I never know with these kind of things. And nothing happening yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing 6 Batchats duke it out together. Thing is that... Now actually you will see it if you are in sniper mode, but it might be a little bit difficult to figure out who's friend and who's enemy, especially when you're probably just brawling around, all 6 of you. Fudgy Break. I have a channel on my Discord right now that says giveaway tasks channel. That's because I don't do general giveaways. I want people to do something for them. And one of them is right now is a challenge of making a joke. Like it's not ... it is ... And one of them is it's not gambling, it's surprise mechanics, which is very apt for the whole loot book thing. Oh my god, Nuno. Nuno is watching. But in the meantime, we have 3 Batchats that are going to face off against 3 Batchats, and the best Batchat will win. Question is, which one is that? We have Team Kraken that is sticky together like glue, and 3 of them have now been spotted. And they spotted 1 guy as well. But they are busy capping the base and letting Win Batchats get together, which means that Win now has an advantage of HP, and they will take out this Batchat. They have to really work together if they want to do this right. But look at the massacre. There goes Captain. And Camper can still shoot. And actually, I'm just gonna keep my camera still here because there we go. And now it's 1 versus 2. And it's pretty clear that Kraken will not be able to take this home versus 2 Batchats. Unless he runs away, but the other Batchat can run just as fast. And they're almost reloaded. I kind of feel for Shogun here. And there he goes. And Win takes it home. What a game. Oh, it was a Batchat brawl. I think what cost Kraken the game is that one decided, yeah, we should move in, and the other 2 like, we were capping a base. What lovely scenery. And that cost them the game. But oh my god, what a game that was. So that means that Win is through to the next round. And let's have a look, see if we know yet. What are we streaming next? Because that will be in 23 minutes that we have the next matchup, I believe. Which will be Mouvegre, which was the Kraken team that we saw before, versus Eros. So that's going to be wicked. And this is like, I like this tournament because it's quite fast paced. At the same time, I think you could have done with less battle time or decide to move on if all the teams have fought yet. So far, what I see in the tournament standings is that every team has won 2-0, which is interesting, really. It goes to show that it's generally one team that decides this is how we're going to do it, and the next battle they do something slightly different, possibly. But yeah, let's see if I have another replay for you. I like how people are taking bets on the Batchat, like there's 6 Batchats. Yes, your Batchat will win. The question is, which Batchat is it? So, let's have a look-see. I showed you the Scorpion G already. I can show you a Leo game. That is actually a screenshot. It would help if I actually grabbed the replay instead. They say it helps. There we go. Here we go. And it's by the same guy that we installed the last one from, but in a Leo No, actually I can't say that you can't camp at the back because I've seen a lot of people camp at the back in a Leo, but I have faith in Oops that he won't be doing that. His team is not really listening. But most of them are heading in his direction, which is something that you will be happy with if you are this Leo. First tank, first shot, first damage, first spot. The thing is that Leo is so fragile. You always have to be careful. And this is not really a position that I like to be in. I like to be a bit more forwards, so they can shoot people under the bridge. You can't really shoot anyone there. His teammate is there though. Nope, I wouldn't risk that. There we go. That is one very deleted Yak Tiger. Oh my god, poor guy. And that is one very tracked and steadily destroyed E1. And there he goes. Ooh, but that was a big hit though. And he's lucky that it wasn't HE. He has to be careful. There we go. Nice high roll as well. Enemy team is capturing bases now, but with them already being 2 tanks short. Oh, hello. That's not something you want to have shooting at you. It can hurt. And there we go. So now it is 7 versus 4. 2 TDs are together and the other ones are probably at the back. Ooh, Batchat has seen better days. And I like this way of thinking. At the same time, he's leaving a lot of damage, but he's doing it to protect the hindquarters of his team. There we go. And this will be tricky. Ooh, that missed though. Now you can't clip him. And of course you can ram a Batchat very nicely. He has to be very careful here. There we go. Because you don't want to be in the path of that motion. This is something. I had a battle the other day where I forgot to change the ammo loadout on a tank that I just gotten, and I entered the game without Premo, only HE and a lot of HE and some AP. But it didn't go half bad. I was quite proud of that. There we go, nicely done, nearly 5k. At this point, it doesn't really matter if he dies, though. So I would have just moved in to see if I could get the shot and the damage, or like this, he also get the kill. That nice 5.1k damage, lovely done. $1,509 basic speed. That is not bad at all. Nice 1k of spawning damage. That was the leader Yakseeker, I think. Oh no, actually there was also been the tracking shot on the E1. But oh my god, that was so funny though. So let's see, we don't have anything here yet, but we still have 15 minutes left, so let's see what else have we got. I showed you Lopani's waffle battle. Ah, here's one. Totally different tank, different tier. Let's see how this goes. Would that have been before the replay? Yes, it would have. That's probably why it didn't work. Let's see what else I have. I'm a bit low on the replay stuff, so forgive me for that. Mainly also because of the whole update thing. It doesn't help. I actually only have one more, so that's going to be interesting. Oh crap, I forgot to enter the right button. Yes, that's what I thought. No. This is what I mean. It's now starting the other game. Because I misclicked. And it's just useless. Let's try that again. It's a very useless thing, really. But that does mean that I might have to start playing PC for you guys, and you really do not want that. Why does Panda hate Angry Birds? What did the Angry Birds ever did to the panda? So not fair. But yeah, if you have any more Aces replays that you want me to show, would be the time, really. This is a tank I haven't really appreciated as much as I should. It's one of those, I'll get to it eventually tanks. Nice little cheeky shot there. Ooh, that was a big hit. Imagine that, he's not happy. I wouldn't understand why. Yeah, you kind of have to not be here, but at the same time you kind of can't go anywhere else. Big hit into lightweight there. Yeah, that missed. That was not really the target that you have to be shooting at either. There we go, but there goes the lightweight. They just have to be careful. Ooh, nice little bounce. Oof. You don't want to be there. You're in a very tricky position now. That works. Sort of. That works as well. Now he's in trouble though. Possibly. Potentially. Don't over angle. There you go. Nicely done. Any Ace gameplay, any tier really, share it in the replay channel on my server, and I'll show it. The only thing that I ask of you is that you are polite in it, so that you don't start cussing at people. Ooh, this is tricky. Fix. You can't really fix, really, can you? There we go. He carries so little premo though. I would not risk that. By all means, Figit. I'll show anything. It's all about the fun. There we go. Goodbye to unidentified flying object. But yeah, I still have a few more rounds to go, so by all means, if you have a nice little Ace replay, show it. It's the Angry Bird Hater. Yeah, now you're in a little bit of deep S. Something that I shouldn't say on stream. I like how his teammate is like not helping. There we go. Ooh, that was expensive. Because if he had been thinking, which he hasn't, he would know that the T-28 can't turn its turret the full way. So after he had shot, he should have just gotten behind him, and the T-28 wouldn't have been able to do a thing. that bounce though. Ooh. Will he be able to pull this off? And that is the question that we are all... Yes, he will. If he just aims carefully. There we go, nicely done. 4.2k damage, 4 kills. And a very lazy teammate that just started capping the base. Steel wall with that. Very nice game. I'm not checking messages while I'm streaming, by the way. Ah, Nick is already there. Let's see, do I have anything else for you? I do not, I think. Nope, so you're just gonna have to do it with me. Oh, that sounds so wrong, but you know what I mean. Let's see what we have. So that means that we just have to wait and that there is not much we can do. Actually, I might still have some left over in the screenshot channel, but people generally don't post replays there. So many messages, I'm sorry, please bear with me. And some people are posting things, I'm like, that's not an ace. Actually, we're at 23 minutes, but I did find another one that I'm going to be showing you after this. Because that's the description, one of the greatest tunes I've ever had, and that does sound promising. So we're going to go here, we are going to ready up. And we're gonna have Quinoa versus Eros. Mauvais grain. Mauvais grain, that was the one. That's the team that we are seeing today. And that's the team that we will be seeing duking it out together with Eros. Eros, of course, known for their massive competitive gameplay. We've seen them high ranked in a lot of tournaments. So we just have to wait, and I don't really give me a subject to talk about, guys. You will hear this in 3 minutes, but I can start talking about it after these matches. Because that's the thing with streaming, unless you have an epic amount of replays backed up, which I don't because, well, the whole update thing last week. But yeah. It's just fun stuff. And we still have about 6 minutes to go before we actually get a match. But everyone is here. This is the point where I would like to just suggest that when everyone is ready, you just go. Because now we just have to wait and you have to look at the Kraken room. We can look at the map. Shows a little bit of difference than the actual training room. Maybe a little bit more interesting. We are going to start on Castilla, which is one of my least favorite maps. I'm not a fan. This is what it looks like. You have 3 bases. Generally with these kind of matches, you can't really go for the bases. do think people might go to A. But same thing with Mid and Malinovka. If you do that, that means that the enemy can take B and C. So you don't really want to do that, which means that B would be the reasonable choice. But it also has the least good positioning of the 3 bases. See, I don't actually know what they're going to do, but I have a feeling that we're going to see some action around base A. And then the Citadel and all of that. So that is basically it. Let's take the map away again. We still have 4 minutes left to go. One of the guys unreadied. Burgur not quite ready. Ooh, that is not a French tank though. And we see Eros that has readied up with 2 50Bs and 1 30B. I do like the 30B. It has a massive cupola, but it is fun, it is good. It's not as overpowered as it was when we tested it, but it is still a very good tank. It's still a very enjoyable tank. And now they've all unreadied. I mean, we're not going to start without them anyway. But yeah, Eros is sticking to the 50Bs and the 30B. And we're going to see what Kraken picks aside from a bad chat. They will not be taking that FE into the battle. And seeing all of this, with the Corki tournament that I'm thinking about, is the whole I like things not ordinary, so I want to do like a mixed mode, because we don't see any encounter tournaments anymore, so that is fun. And I want to do things like no Russian tanks on that and that map, or no heavy tanks on Himmelsdorf, that kind of stuff, because it's funny and it makes for interesting gameplay. So I'm a fan of that. So we just have to, I have to try and see if I can get them together. I can't offer that for the whole European server after all, so I have to be specific, and especially since I want to be streaming it and want to stream all of it in one evening, that kind of means that we can just only use 4 teams. And I think that I'm going to be inviting some pro tournament people for that, in the hope that they enjoy it, because it's one way for me to get rid of some giveaway goats, but at the same time it's meant for just fun, not complicated, just for fun. So we have 2 minutes left. Burger is deciding on a patch now, potentially. Eagles is ready up with the same tanks they are. They are doing this unready, ready up thing. And I wonder if we're going to see 2 30Bs in the bat chat or something else. It's like Christmas lights, like bling, bling, bling. There we go, they are readied up. So we have 2 50Bs and a 30B versus Foch and 2 30Bs on Castilla. So I want to know where they go with these things. I want to go where they go in a 3v3, to be honest. Though I do think it would be different if you took 3 bat chats here. You could get more done. And at least you can go in more directions. Same thing that if you only took the Foch, you would be limiting yourself. But also if you only took the 50Bs or only the 30Bs, it's it's interesting. I like it. Am I the only one that thinks that the badge that Kinoa is carrying with the laurels kind of looks like tire tracks? Let's see what they do. We have the 30Bs together with the Foch heading towards base A. And we have Eros heading towards the same direction. So let's see who they meet and where they meet. That is, I need to track that to see if I can get that done. But the 30Bs are up above. Force is going through the water to avoid getting spotted. But you have to be careful not to drown. That would have been really funny though in a 3v3. 150B has been spotted. No one else has. There is Yuriki has been spotted. And we have the Fosh heading around. I think he's gonna try and get Yuriki in the bum. And there we go. Not even in the bum. First action. And the Fosh using the 30B as cover. And there we go. But now 50B is reloading. They're in a very precarious position now. The Fosh is not going to survive that. The 30Bs that are... Ooh, it's very important not to miss a single shot here. Especially with Bulgur having very little health, he needs to hide. Fosh arriving. Big hit into the AMX there. Bulgur now also peeking. And Edos is in a very tricky position. Whoopsie is still reloading, he can't really do much. There goes the Fosh, but it is still 2 versus 1. And that was a little bit of fire, I think, on Quinoa. And now Whoopsie is reloading. I'm not sure if he would be able to kill them in one clip. But he's not going to be able to do that. Because there he goes. And the first match is for Kraken. For Mauvais Grain. It's a funny match. Over quite quickly though. Like all these games are, to be fair. Christmas lights don't have to be red. I mean, when you have red lights, I think about the red light district, but it doesn't have to be. It can be all colors of the rainbow. As for the giveaway thingy that I have running with the joke thing, I'll let it go until I think tomorrow, because I believe it's running about a week then. Maybe. So then I'll pick a winner from that thing and then I'll post up the next task. I've heard jokes about that. I'm not sure how serious it is about a Fosh getting an autoloader. That would be really weird. Would be funny though. It was a poll thing, but I'm not sure we're gonna get that. We'll have to wait and see. So now we're waiting for Kinoma to finish readying up. We see some changes on the other side. Edel's now taking a Batchat, a Fosh and an AMX 30B. And we have 2 30Bs and a Fosh on the other side again. Which I think on the same map could be tricky, but you do start in another spawn, so you might get away with it. I always have this sudden fear that I left the map on the screen or something. But I didn't, so that's a good thing. This camo I don't like. You get it with the tank, but I don't like it. I actually painted mine bright green. So let's see what's happening here. Both teams heading towards base A again. The AMX 30B is heading on up. The Force not quite so much. Batchet is in an excellent camping position. He is counting on those 30Bs to be up here. First shot being taken. Not sure how many shots the Batchet can get in there from there though. But potentially a lot. Especially with the force heading around. This is what they are counting on. Very cleverly done. Force still not spotted. And here we go. Kraken moving in. Massive damage to Yuriki. This is the point where I would like to tell people to aim. Because that would have helped take out Yuriki's off. There goes the turret flying off. And 30B gets tracked by the Batchat. Batchat now in a bit of trouble together with the Force. Ooh, there goes the 30B, I think. Yeah, there he goes. And now it's 2v2 and can go every which way. Burger has to be careful. You can't afford to get hit. Massive hit into the Batchat. I'm not sure if he shouldn't have chosen to take out the Force instead. This is like battle around the house. The house stays solid. There we go. Ooh, there we go. But we still have the Force. Nice shot though. And the Force wins. What a game. Force took home all 3 kills there too. Very nicely played though. Lovely games. And it means now that we generally have 23 minutes left after the matches before we go to the next one. But technically, yeah, games could last 7 minutes, so I understand why they have to, but yeah. So let's see what I have for you. That means that we're also going to look at the standings right now. And that means that of this, Mauvais Grain has continued on to the next round. Which is at 10. And that they will be up against either Souls or EG. So that will be cool. I know we all have those. And we have the lower half, that is, let me have a quick look. Yeah, those are what Brian is doing. He's having the lower bracket where we will, where there will be the best of ones, which is also quite fun. But those also start at 10. And I want to see, do I also get some of these? I hope so. It is a little bit difficult to find out what is happening in my room because I have to click the individual matches and that doesn't always go well. So at 10 I have the next one. But the grand finals is only at 11:30, so that's why I'm slightly not worried, but confused. Not entirely certain. I might invade another room to make sure that we get some stuff to show. So we still have the matches at 10 and then at 10:30 next one. And then we have an hour. And in that hour, we can see 2 of the lower bracket matches. So I'm gonna do that. Which means that you do have to be a little bit patient for longer. And that means that I'm going to see if I can show you another replay. There we go. We got another ace. We also found the other one, but I'm going to show you the ace first. Because oops, and in another game. Which is good for entertainment purposes, because otherwise you would be quite bored, I believe. So let's start with this one then. Again, this is a tank that I really want to have. But I wasn't lucky enough to get it in any Christmas event. And not rich enough to spend tons of money on it. I think I got a total of 1 spin. Team getting in each other's way. And it looks like the replay is a little buggy again. Camera not activated. IS-8 has been spotted, but no one else yet. And he's not risking it. Because he's not been spotted. Which means that he still has the first shot of free damage that he can take. But he has to be careful as well, because you don't want to just be standing around too long and have your team at a massive disadvantage. Oops, why do you camp? You kinda have to move. No, you can't shoot him from there. You have to move, you have to do stuff. E50, there we go. And still not a first shot having been taken. There we go, first shot bounced as well. Lovely teammate that is blocking him. Probably thought they were going for that. You have to be careful though. Because with a game that is building this slowly, you don't want to get shot. There we go, first guy out of the way. Then we have the IS-7 over there. Potentially DS that is overlooking whatever it is you are doing. But who's now seemed to be pulling back. And again, you have to move, you have to do stuff. Ooh, that was a missed shot. And that is a nearly dead FV. Don't ram him. The FV is not gonna live. Pretty sure of that. Especially when he gets in the shots of his teammates. Which does not help keep him alive. But that is the end of the IS-4. Then we have the convoy up there. Nice. Let's see what he does. Nope. Ooh. Nice little bounce there. He's running around a lot. I do quite like that. But I don't feel it's being very effective, to be fair. If you count the times that he has not been able to reload because he's relocating, that's a lot. If you don't want me to show, just give me another replay. Grill moving in. And we are relocating again. I like the fact that he is. But like I said, it comes with great risks. Yes, moving in. I say it needs to be that first though. Oh, that bounced though. That bounced though, again. Is that gonna be a ram? Nope. Not even. Now there's only 2 guys left. One is in the base. But we have a pretty low health. Could have rammed him. There we go. And now we have the IS-7 that is left. Versus this M103 and the T-22. If the T-22 just moves in, he can take a hit. And then just start circling. Depending on where the IS-7 is pulling back to. Not that much time left. Nice little teamwork there. Just to give a bit of a white bird though. Nice bounce. He's blocked. 2k damage there. Yeah, no, yeah. Over 2k. Nice. They will have this. I've no doubt about that. And that was a kill steal. But nicely done. Still don't quite understand how this was an ace. But he did plenty. And I think it's a double ace even. How is this a first class? And how is this an ace? That's the difference between tanks. And you can see that the T-22 is pretty rare. So yeah, we have to wait a little bit longer. We have about 12 minutes left. I can try to show you... I can show you the other replay that I got. Let me do that. Then we'll figure it out after the next match. Ah, 2 of my clan mates. And Killer is driving the tank that I really, really want. But that's something I can actually get and I can grind. And this camo looks really weird on it. Fanny just said, it's not camping, it's tactical waiting. Too apt. Way too apt. And way too true. Only it's generally not. And then I'm like, if you hadn't done that, we would have won. Funny thing is, people rage at the strangest things as well. I had a game yesterday where my teammate accidentally drove into the shot of another guy. And the other guy was just like... This is also amazing. The other guy was like, F you, F you! And I was like, what? And it turns out that he did that because he blocked the shot. Not actual reason, just because of that. Funny thing is that at the end of the match, he blocked one of my shots and we lost the game because of it. Oof, that missed. That's a very long reload. E5 is gone. There's a girl at the back. E6 is all upset. Still needs to look more into these new consumable stuff. Now he's in trouble though, because he has another long reload. And another grill coming. You have to kill the other grill. Oh, but he just fired. That's good. That is the end of that grill. That missed though. But Batchat is almost reloaded. There we go. Nicely done. I like it. They're giving each other compliments. Now they have to be careful. Ooh, that was an expensive shot not to hit. That's an expensive shot not to hit. And that's an expensive shot not to hit. He missed his whole clip. Ooh, he's almost dead. There we go. Go forwards. Hide. Hide and reload. They are the only two that are left. Yes, it's a lucker. Nothing to do with skill. Marcel is one of those people that he doesn't have the most amazing stats, but he's way better than his stats suggest. He's a monster. And he's awesome. And he's humble and a really nice guy. Now they have to be careful, because you want to shoot that E4 at the same time. You don't want to get snuck up on by the IS4, and we don't know where he is. There's the E4, and there's the IS4. Now we know where they are. But the E4 can't turn around. He can't fully turn his turret. This is very tricky. Ooh. Yes. Good call, reloading the clip. Ah. I can't handle this stress. What is he doing? Oh my god! Excellent anticipation as well. Grateful. I think he means careful and great. There we go. Oh wow. That was awesome. What a lovely game. That's definitely a toon carry. Oh my god. Very nicely done. So now we have to wait for the room. Well, for the battle to begin, which is in 5 minutes. But that means that I can't show you another replay. But what a game. Oh my god. Let's see. Well, to be fair, thing is that the whole conversation as it went, with the whole blocking shot thing, my teammate blocked his shot. He told him to F you. Then my teammate asked what was happening, and he said, "You blocked my shot." So my teammate said, "My apologies." Then he said, "Never mind," and posted a smiley. And then at the end, when he blocked my shot, I told him that he was rude as F, so that he should apologize, and he said no. Then at the end of the game, he blocked my shot, and then he did PM me afterwards to apologize for that. And then we had a massive conversation, which ended in him apologizing to me for me to pass on to my teammate, which was lazy as can be. But at least he did apologize. The thing is that I don't get why people are rude. And you know, that's actually wrong. I do get why people are rude. I don't think it's okay for them to be rude. Because there's absolutely no reason for people to be rude. Even if you're frustrated, even if they completely mess up. I had a guy that pushed me into fire the other day. Literally, just pushed me because he liked my position more and I was in it. So I got killed. And I'm going to report him with a ticket and everything, so that he gets a nice little ban. But even then, I will rage on voice. That's no problem. But I won't rage at the guy. I will be like, WTF, mate. But yeah. I don't get people like that, honestly. But yeah, in 4 minutes we will have the next match, which will be Team Mauvais versus EG. Ooh, Winch is in EG. I was wondering, I don't really know EG all that well. But Orca is in it as well. Let's have a look-see. Clan profile. Okay, I know quite a lot of these people. That is a very, very competitive clan by the looks of it. But that explains it. But yeah, I think that's just... I'm always wondering if the fact that I don't find it okay to be rude, I don't find it okay to cuss with diseases, whether that's just me or whether it's a generation gap between me and the people that think that's okay, or whether we've just been raised differently. I was always taught that you're not rude, period. If you're rude, you suffer the consequences, but you're not rude. Then again, I do remember that my mother used to get compliments for me and my sisters about our behavior, so maybe it's just the way that I was raised. But yeah, for me, there's no reason to be rude about something that happens in an online game. Same thing is that you shouldn't cuss with diseases. Nothing in an online game ever compares to a very horrible disease. I'm very keen on that kind of stuff, and I moderate my own server accordingly. I don't allow that kind of behavior. And the thing is that I want my server to be open for all, but I want it to be a friendly place as well. So I always keep the right to just ban whoever I don't want on my server. First and foremost because it's my server. I can be very partial. But at the same time, I want it to be a friendly place. If people start to just be rude to each other, you have no place there. It's similar basically to what happens on the big server. Only the big server is a bit over the top in everything that is censored, even for my standings. I don't mind the occasional WTF or the shortened F version, LMFO, that kind of stuff. I don't mind that. But overall, I do like the way that it's tightly moderated and that we have been asked to do that. I think that's also to do with the fact that it is an official company's Discord server. So it has to be moderated very tightly. Because otherwise, they're responsible for what's happening on their server. And if they can't prove that you've tried enough to avoid stuff like that being posted, it can be lawsuit stuff. And of course, it's not likely to ever get there. But there is a chance, so Wargaming has to take that seriously. So yeah, long story short, be normal is relative, but be polite to people. Even if they are the biggest potatoes that you've ever met in the game, there's no reason to cuss at them. And it won't help you or them. And here we go! Let's see what happens in this lovely battle. On Canyon, that's the word. I'm always forgetting this. The Force staying at the back. I don't think that's a good call. But he's waiting for someone to pop up here and he's pre-aimed. So he's just waiting for the 30Bs to spot him. And they will spot him. And we do see shots happening. And we have EG pretty much spread out. They have to be careful with that because the bad chat has been spotted though, so they know that he's there. He's reloading his clip, which is a good thing. Because he has all the time in the world. We have the 50B waiting at the back. The Fosh now moving on over. 30B's pretending that that hasn't happened. And acting as if the Fosh is still behind them. Which I think is a good call. These rocks are shaped very strangely. Kinoa's taking a bit more of a chance than he had to, though. Fosh now going around. I wonder what he's gonna do. I think he's gonna surprise potentially Winch, maybe Kinoa. Sorry, Orca, I meant, of course. But we have a bit of a still gameplay going on right now. He can't really do much. They know the 50B has to be somewhere there. Orca spotted again. Eustace has not been spotted. Now he has. So they know he's there now. They also know that he won't be behind the AMX 30Bs now. And so far, Kinoa has lost a lot of health. Basically, Kraken has lost a lot of health, but EG has not. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, that was a massive shot. And he's gonna die there. Fortunately, not gonna survive this. There we go. But the Batchat is literally stuck. Ooh, that cost him 2 tanks though. And the Batchat is still alive. We have Booger in the middle. That is now also slain by EG. And the first match is for EG. Nicely done. That was funny. What a game. Quite intense. So now we just have to wait for the next match. Whoop whoop. Why would you do that? What is wrong with you? So we are ready for the next match. And what is wrong with you, by the way, was aimed at the guy that was telling what had happened in the last match and giving out the scores. I wonder if I can give someone a double timeout. We are ready. Why are we not entering the next battle? Nothing here. The chat is all happening elsewhere. But we are ready. I'm going to think about what I have to talk about after this match. I did get another replay, but that won't be able to help us pass the time that we all need. But here we go. Second match on Canyon versus EG. And we now see 2 30Bs and a 50B versus 1 30B and 2 50Bs. Let's have a look-see. We have Booker that's heading towards the middle. We have EG sticking together like glue, and I think that's a very good call. And I wonder if they're gonna try and cap the base. They have been spotted by that 50B there, or potentially 30B behind. But base A is now being capped. And they are capping base B, but it's a bit too late and they probably will get spotted before they can actually cap it. And then they will lose HP. First shot being taken. Ooh. And they are rushing in. That is not something that I would do. Especially with your AMX having only one shell left. And the 50B in a long reload. Eusebio having one shot left now. Winch having reloaded. They need to shoot the same target, but that is easier for Kraken than it is for EG. And now it's 2 versus 2, but Winch has very little HP, and there goes Winch. It's 2 versus 1. But the AMX is on the long reload. Ooh, and that was a very expensive shot to miss. And that was a very expensive shot to miss as well. Oh my god. 50B is almost reloaded. Nice little tracking shot. They shouldn't get in each other's way. They are going for tracking shots though. And Useless has to be very careful here. He can't avoid to get hit again. Thing is that even if he kills him, HP wise. Ooh! Wow, nice save. And the 50B lives. Wow. Nicely done. What a game. Interesting stuff this. This is the first one where we get a third game. And we go to the tiebreaker map. Which is, if I remember right, Faust. Which is my favorite map in the game. So I don't mind that at all. In the meantime, I am going to take a bit of a drink. And we see a Fush, a Batchat, and a 50B on EG's side. And 2 30Bs and a 50B on Mauvais sides. All the teams have names, but the only ones that I really need... Well, actually, no, I can just say Kraken and EG. But when it's Kraken versus Kraken, you need the team names. So we are ready for Faust. I love Faust. Faust is awesome. I like the way that it's so... It's one of those really quirky maps. You have the ups and the hills and the tunnels and just a lot of peek-a-boom spots. I love it. So, let's see. I still need to ask for Wargaming. At Tankfest they were all showing these playing the music from the maps, and it's gorgeous music. I really want it. Apparently they are going A. Apparently they all agree on that. Look at this, the camos. I don't like it. It doesn't fit. And at the same time we have EG focusing primarily on the other side. I'm just going to spin around with these tanks for now. See what happens. Base D is being capped. So they are capping base A. They are looking for a quick... Ooh, they are not capping. Booger is capping. But Quinoa is not. So now I'm going to enter the free cam. And Useless might be in a very precarious position on his own there. Base C now being capped. But this is something that's generally not won on cap points, so I wonder how that will go. And Kraken is pulling back together. Taking positions for what they know must come at some point. Forge has been spotted. And we have the 30B and the 50B rushing in. going up, but the Batchat is behind there, so that's a very tricky thing. Because they're facing off all 3 tanks together. Ooh, Force missing. A very vital shot. Bakino has lost a lot of health to this. Ooh, now he's on the long reload. Ooh, that was a very, very costly miss. Because it will cost him their 30B. Ooh, there goes Kinoa. And they are both working on different targets. They have to be careful. Burger is not going to survive a clip from the 50B. But he is faster. And that cost him. That's going to cost him his, well, virtual life. And not only Useless is here. And this is generally going to be EG's game. Fairly certain of that. Especially with the bases that they have. Otherwise, Useless could always just run away. But that is not an option here. We have the Batchat coming to Winch's rescue. And yes, Winch is not going to survive that, but there he goes straight after. And Orca is the sole survivor of this massacre. And EG wins the match. What a lovely game. Oh, I like this. I like it on this map. This is exactly what I like. The way you can run around here. But still get hit. It's just funny. So let's see what's up next. Do we know yet? We are going to have Mauvais Grain versus Immor. And that means that so far what we missed, what we haven't seen, is Win versus Immor, and Immor won that. Then Immor went on to win against Le Dikinex, which knocked out R2K. Tersh has been knocked out, US has been knocked out, APA has been knocked out. Basically the last, well, you still have the other way, the lower bracket. But so we will have Mauvais Grain versus Immor against in the whatchamacallit, the finals of the upper bracket. And we still get some. I'm gonna see if I can hop on another game. There's some stuff happening right now in some of it is already over, to be fair. Oh, we also missed Lux Novum. Quite a fan of them. Let's see, what rooms do we have? Picardy. We're going to find the room. Picardy. And we're gonna see. I need to look up the code for that. If we can see what's going on there. Let's see. Yeah, it always does this. Oh, they already have 4 thingies. And they are in battle. So I'm not sure they can add more than that. So I think that means that we can't look with that, which means that we can have a look, see what's here in Aquitaine. I always have to look up the codes. Actually, I'm gonna look at Lorraine first. Yes, because why would you? I hate this. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that would explain it. Sorry, my noobishness. They are still going. They have chat. Let's see, what does Lorraine get next? Because our match isn't until 30. Big D gets a fun match, but they might still already be going. What's that? Oh crap, I did it again, didn't I? I don't usually play in training rooms, can you tell? Ooh, the spectators are still in battle. But yeah, let's not stick around here. Aquitaine is getting souls, I think. Yeah, we can try. We can try what happens in Aquitaine. Because they have one in 3 minutes. Should be. According to the schedule. We'll just see. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. In the meantime, I'm getting tag places. Oops, just send in another replay, so that means that I do have something to show again. I dislike people tagging me when I'm streaming. But yeah, let's see. I don't really have much to show you right now. But in 2 minutes we should have a... You are seeing the chat as well, but... Did we miss it then? This is confusing. Okay. Let's go back to this then. I don't understand, I'm confused. Picardy was... Yeah, just put... Let's see. Yeah, Britannia is not happening for another 10 minutes. So hopefully we can get a best of 1. 3 streamers, yeah. Poor guy. I feel for him. Is Lorraine also happening right now? I don't know. Sorry, this is making me laugh. Is this a winners or losing bracket? Losers. Oh my god, Eros! Yeah, they are missing an Eros. I get a match in 9 minutes. No, this is so sweet. So we do get it. Oh, that's awesome. No, that is so sweet though. Oh, I like that. I really like this. So this is a best of one. They have one shot. Whoever wins this goes through to the next bracket of the whatchamacallit, the lower bracket. Brian is awesome. Definitely subscribe to his channels if you haven't already done so. He and we have a huge heart for the competitive gameplay, and we both stream a lot of tournaments whenever we can, and it's awesome. Yes, let's go. Well, at least we can go if... There we go. So we have a bad chat 30B and a Forge versus two 50Bs and a bad chat. Woohoo! Here we go. Best of one. Eros versus Appa. I like how almost no one has changed the camera you get with it. I got mine in bright green, as I said. And we see that Eros is splitting up quite a bit, but focusing primarily on middle and C. And we have Appa sticking together like glue. Yuriki expecting people to be there, but they're not. And now they will know where they are. Unicum immediately pulling back. Yuriki going into base A. Unicum taking a position around base B to spot. Oh, not even. He's not going up the ramp there. He's heading around to the spawn. But it does mean that Appa will have a point advantage. But like I said, these games are very rarely won with points. He has to be careful in that position though. If he gets spotted there, it's not easy getting out of it. There was a bird there. Did you see that? Here, look at the bird. It's a translucent eagle. That's not weird at all. Look at this. See the mountain right through it. That's so weird. Okay, so let's focus on the battle. Nothing has happened while we were looking at the eagle. And we see Unicum heading back around. The Force moving in. I wonder if they're going to try and cap B, but that will be very tricky if they try that. At the same time, they are hiding for a reason. And we have Eros completely spread out, Appa completely together. Blind shots happening, but not penning. I wonder what will happen if the Force were to go into base B now. There we go, 50 Bs have been spotted. So has the Unicum. And while they turn around, Whoopsie quickly goes in, heads towards base B to try and cap it. If they get that... If they get that base... Ooh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't commit. But it does cost Appa some HP to try and do this. But they have to be careful. Batchet moving in. Big hit on the AMX there. But it costs Whoopsie about just as much. Batchet moving in. Batchet has to be careful that he doesn't get absolutely deleted there. Woo! Batchet's still alive. AMX gone. Batchet almost dead though. But now he's on the long reload. But there he goes. 50B got him anyway. Force just landed a big one into the 50B though. And now it's the Batchet and the 50B. There he goes. Now it's just Nick and Yuriki. Yuriki forcing the Batchet away from Nick. And the Force patiently waiting for the Batchet to peek out enough for him to shoot. But the AMX 30B has this. There is no way that this Batchet is getting out of here alive. And it's not even a ram. The Force gets him in the end. With the flying high turret that lands right next to the tank. And it's Eros that goes through to the next round of the lower bracket. But which we will not be seeing. Because we are going back to our own room. So I have to go back to Bretagne. Which I forgot the code of. It always does. I don't know how to enter the code if I'm not instantly in there. So there we go. We have arrived. And we are just in time with 2 minutes left to spare. Thank goodness for that. Not sure what's happening here, but we'll see. I think Kraken wants a spectator. Brian coming into this room. He should be streaming the other one though. The lower bracket, I think. Too many people. Would be nice if you could add more spectators, as in streaming spectators and team spectators. Like 2 of each or something. Not sure where Brian went now. He left. I don't know. But isn't that eagle weird though? I mean, come on. That is weird, isn't it? It's like translucent. You can just see the mountain straight through the eagle. That's not normal. I mean, even the explosions in whatchamacallit on Normandy are more solid than this eagle. So we are on Himmelsdorf with 2 50Bs and a Batchet versus 2 50Bs and a Force. In this map, I think in general I would prefer the Batchet over the Force. Even though the Force has a lot of firepower and can shoot the AMXs for a lot of health. It is a tricky thing to do. And we see that EG is sticking together again. They're very good at that. We are just going to stick with them until we meet the enemy. They are not capping the bases. They are not driving through them and showing them where they are. Or they maybe are. They are capping base D. Which means that they know now that the enemy is on completely the other side of the map. And then they are continuing on. Base A is being capped. Let's see what happens, if they will eventually meet. They are turning back towards each other, so they should be able to meet each other, which means that I am actually going to go out of the free into the free camera now to have a look-see. And Imor is pulling back, going around. I wonder if the Batchat is gonna go and get C. AMX is going into base B now. Force taking some more damage. B being capped. Very cheekily, I might add. There we go. And now EG just needs to play it safe. They can take a position where they feel they can hold. Force is waiting for someone to peek out to shoot. And the MX is like, nope, I don't like that. Any extra stream delay that you will see will be about the difference in uploading speed, probably. We both have 3 minutes for a delay. AMX is in a precarious position there, but he can drop out of it quite quickly. Batchat and AMX have been spotted. And we have a bit of a stalemate going on, but by now EG has taken over from Imor in the whole point stuff. And not much else is happening. They can't really send anyone. Ooh, nice shot though. And nice bounces, or misses. Not quite sure which one that was, but still. They are 70 points ahead now, which will only go further unless the Batchat goes around and gets space D, which is what he might be starting to do now. This would be the first match that is won by points then, if so. And we have Imor now moving, which is a good goal. Let's see what the Batchat is going to do. If they are smart. But now they know where they are. And that's not necessarily a good thing. We are at 800 points, over 100 points of advantage for EG. And the AMXs are getting into position. They are rushing together with the Batchat. And they want that Foch. The Foch gets help though. Those misses though are so vital. Ooh, Foch in trouble, Foch in trouble, Foch missed. Winch moving back to help the Foch. There goes Eusebio. Oh, there goes Elon, sorry. Ooh, massive hit into Raz there. And Raz is not going to survive this. And now it's just the Batchat. And we are at 1k points. This is the battle that's won on points. Oh my god. What a game that was. I think had Imor sent the Batchat to the other bases and kept the AMXs back, or if they had even sent the the bad chats to base D and then kept base C themselves, they would have won the game. But they did not. They decided to go full frontal attack and it did not work out for them. But what a game. I like games like that. So we are waiting for EG to ready up. We might see some tank changes. Imor is sticking with the 50Bs and the bad chat. Whereas EG might be changing stuff. We don't know. They haven't readied up yet. And in 1 minute we are going to go. That does mean that they have to ready up though. I wonder if they forgot about that. I wonder if we're gonna see a 3v1 then. There we go. 3v2. It is 37 winch. You have to ready up. There we go. 3v3. Let's see what they do this time. They are sticking together. They are heading towards base D again, and this time they will meet people there. People have been spotted already. They should just drive into base D. I always love that position. They are not even. They are driving straight through it, leaving the Force at the back. There's a massive... Ooh, and he got absolutely obliterated. Wow. And now he's on the long reload. The Fosh is on his way. That was a very important shot not to hit. And they are getting in each other's way. Batchat is almost reloaded. Shoot him! Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this? What even? That shot. Oh my god. Is he going to be able to pull this off? That would be truly epic if he does. AMX is using its mobility to try and get away. The Force is just like, yeah, let's go get the base. He can easily cap the base, that's no problem. He might even be able to withstand a full... I wonder what he's gonna do now, though. What even is this? I mean, Raz from Imor does have the point advantage. He doesn't have to take any risks. It will be up to Orca to do something. But he has to avoid the AMX getting alongside him. He didn't really have to pull back though. Oh my god! Dude, really? Ah! Wow, what a game! That was awesome! If Orca had taken just a bit more patience with that last shot, he wouldn't have missed it. Oh my lord. And we get a tiebreaker match, but oh my god, what a match! That was so cool! So we get Middleburg now, which is very interesting. Batchat would definitely dominate on that map, or the 30Bs. But not everyone will have a 30B. But oh my god! What a match that was, honestly. And we see EG changing the lineup to 2 Batchats and a Forsh. And in 2 minutes we get the next match. But what a game! That was so cool though. And definitely kudos to Imor for taking this home, because that could have gone either way. Actually, they should have lost that, to be fair. But they didn't. So in 1 minute we get to go see the next match, where everyone is ready right now. So let's see. On Middleburg we see 2 AMX 50Bs in the Batchat, and 2 Batchat and a Fosh. It could go either which way. We did see a match that was actually won in points. Let's see what happens. I wonder if the Batchats are gonna just rush Dopey. Nope, they're not. They're going downtown together. Whereas the AMXs are going up. This is not a good call from Orca though. Ooh, they didn't possibly didn't see the trees there. And the AMXs are going up. I'm just gonna stick with Winch a little bit longer. Look at him in his fancy camo. No one is there. Capture the base. And then hold. Nope, they're not capping A. Winch going all the way to the back. That is not a position you want to be in. He has been spotted. It will be very hard for him to get out of this one. Literally. And Imor sticking together. Let's have a look. Activating the free cam. Stopey going over. I'm getting shot by the Force there. I'm getting missed by the Batchat. Stopey now in... Is Serbia now in trouble? Does land a nice big shot there. But the Force is being focused on. And he's not going to survive. Ooh, there he goes. And they've done well on cutting that AMX 50B to the back, away from harm. There we go. Shoot the Batchat. You have to shoot the Batchat. You have to make it count. There you go. Look at this. This is a cheeky standoff. Look at the both Batchats. Raz moving in. 2 shots left. He's kind of at a loss though, quite literally. Because he can't win from 2 patch shots. Not like that. Nicely done. EG taking it home. It's fun though, with these 3 versus 3. You get different tactics. The gameplay is a lot more concentrated. And can go every which way. So that means now in 14 minutes we get the next match. And let's see where that is. Let's actually have a look at what is happening so far. We don't have any match happening right now. We are going to go to Lorraine for a best of 1. And Lorraine means we need that code, okay. This is interesting conversation for a stream, isn't it? Meanwhile, people can't play nice on YouTube either. Gaseo just wants to get it over with. I'm ready. Not sure if we want to know this, but yeah. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Yeah, as long as they start in the next 3 minutes, it's fine. I just hope that they do. The thing is that people are rude for absolutely no bloody reason. People don't understand the stress, and like I said, Russ won the game, but he shouldn't have. He did it mainly because Eusebio didn't take the... didn't show the patience to wait just that split second longer to land that shot. And here we go, best of 1, R2K versus Moviga, which we have been following quite a bit. see what they do. Funny map for it too, I think. Dynasties Pro is a weird and very small map. It could work very well with 3v3. And we see that Mauvais is moving towards the middle and RTK more towards the back. Base B being kept but not quite. Shot being missed. Base A being kept. Force not having been spotted yet. And the MF30B is pulling back. They did cap base A though. And we see the Force heading around the back. Possibly to see what shot he can land there. He's being... Ooh, that missed though! That was a very important shot. That is not something you want to miss. And the Force gets away with it unscathed. But he is going to get a bat chat up his bum. And that's going to be very painful for him. We have the 30Bs that are rushing in. The bat chat at the back there. 30B. There he goes. That's one tank down, but Kinoa is almost lifeless. Kinoa has to be careful if he gets shot again. He still manages to get a shot in. Trying to show you all. There he goes, and now it's just Zeus versus Useless and Burgur. He did take out Kinoa. Ooh, that hit though. Hit on the run. That's gonna be a ram. There we go. Very quick game. Over in less than 2 minutes, I believe. Maybe just over. Less than 2 minutes just, but still. What a game. Very funny. So now I have to get back to my own room. Which I always forget the room code of. But I remembered. Woohoo! And in 7 minutes we get to have our EG versus Immor. I like having these little... I don't mind jumping around. My main issue is remembering the codes for the room that I have to be in. And then in 37 minutes we will have the grand finals, which is best of 5. Which will also happen in this room. But as the matches continue, we will have less and less spectator ports until we need all 4 probably for the streamers here. So I'm quite curious how that will happen. Because we all want to stream the grand finals, I believe. So we just have to be patient a little bit longer for about 6 minutes. Which means that I'm going to go and look at where everyone is right now. So we have Eros taking on Mauvais. The winner of that has to go against Immor. And the winner of that is... It's going against... I'm a little bit confused now. We don't have a match here? Hang on. We do according to this. EG versus Immor. They already put in the score, even though the matches haven't happened yet. No, it's actually, no, it was. No, it did happen. That's it. I'm noobing. What room is this in? Aquita. And for Aquitaine we need that one. Oh wait, I need to exit the room first. Now I'm just gonna spectate. I think we're putting in favor of the actual room commander, which is Star Destroyer Beta. Which is, by the way, a really great guy. He was one of the youngest people I met in the game back in 2014. So we're now 5 years further. But yeah. So we are ready, at least I am. So we have this match, and then we have... I think this is also happening in this room, at least that would make sense. Yes, it is. Imor versus the winner of this match. And then that match is happening again in Bretagne, which is the room that I've been streaming. So the winner of this goes against Imor, and the winner of that goes against EG. That's basically the rest of the evening. I have trouble keeping track of everything, but it's so much fun. I love the chaos. In the meantime, it's getting quite warm here. Yeah, from here on out, people win prizes, I think. Yeah, because the winner of this will be 3rd place, at the very least. And in 2 minutes we get to go live. It's quite a nice prize pot that they have, though. Just going to call that up. So... I have a bit trouble finding stuff. But yeah, in total, first place kept 8,500 gold per player plus a bonus code from Brian. Second place got 3,250 per player. And the third place got 1,500 per player. So that's quite awesome. Considering this is all run and executed by Kraken, and I believe it is funded by private funds. So that's quite awesome. I do love that Wargaming actually went ahead and advertised this on the big server, because it's random. It's not standard, and that makes it highly entertaining, for me at least. So with less than 1 minute left to go, we are ready for Mauvais versus Eros. And so far we see two 30Bs and a 50B versus two 50Bs and a 30B. Ah, Faust, love it. And again, this is the best of one. So whoever knocks out the enemy here goes through to the next round versus Imor. And will be certain of 1,500 gold per player, perhaps more. Oh, I like the dragon camo, that looks hot. Look at this, looks fancy. Doesn't fit the tank, and it's also weird that the dragon keeps getting decapacitated by the turret turning, but yeah. The 30B's heading around, 50B straggling behind. I have a feeling that's not gonna happen. Edel's taking some blind shots by the looks of it. Quinoa doing as well. People now getting spotted. And we see a blind shot. Thinking that they're in the bush. And that's it. I'm going to go and free cam now. Thing is, with the 3v3, you can actually focus a lot more on the whole just sticking with the player part, because there's a lot less happening in the battle because you have a lot less players in the battle. Base D now being kept. No shots being taken, but they have 60 point advantage, which is more than a tank. I wonder if you could make the plate fall, that would be funny. 50B's waiting on top, 30B waiting down below. And Kraken contently sitting at the back, waiting it out as well. That's the thing though, with only 3 players, people are less likely to take a chance to take a risk. Yuriki now making a little bit of a forward move. Maybe he's going to get base C. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. No, he's expecting them to arrive at base C. Yeah, they know they're gonna be there. And there he goes, Yuriki now starting to cap. Blind shot being taken. But no one is there. And they're content to let him cap. They know the 50Bs will be behind there. They have to play it more smartly than that. Shots happening. First damage being done. First damage being done. 30B moving in. Both 30Bs. And now everyone is spotted. And they're getting in each other's way. Ooh, that was an expensive shot to miss. Quinoa now in trouble. And there he goes. I think they were a bit too forwards there. 50B arriving. But it will be too late for Quinoa. For Booger as well, actually. Because now this AMX is gonna get absolutely focused, and Booger still has a chance, but there goes Useless. And now he's gonna die. There we go. And it is for Eros. Eros is through to the next round versus Imor. I think with 30Bs they pushed too aggressively without the 50B as backup there. It did not work. That was a fun match though. Very patiently played. I like this. Star Destroyer. Counting down. They will reset the scores. And even if they wouldn't, it's still like best of 1, so there's not really counting involved. So let's see how many matches. It's still... Yeah, I think this is a best of 3 again. I believe. And the winner of this goes to the finals to face off against EG. And we are starting in Oppenstadt, I think. Not sure how that will go. But with 3 streamers, they should be able to figure out what's going on afterwards if something is happening. And they need a referee thingy. Stopy in Lorraine. I think we're not going to see that on the map. No, this is best of 3. Woohoo! It sounds so bad. Loser bracket. Well, in front should be a spectator. There we go. Everyone is ready. Because otherwise, if they don't have 3rd place, you get a lot more matches. Useless is offline. There you go. I'm not sure if you can get the rest spectator in. You just have to wait a little bit longer while they figure out how they're gonna do this. Only Stopy has to ready up, but I think he might still be in battle actually. Because he still hasn't selected a tier 10 tank. There we go. So we have 2 patches and a 30B versus a 30B and 2 50Bs on Oppenstadt. There's no place for another spectator. Because we have too many streamers. 2 Anglais, 1 Français, and 1 Polish. Let's see. Best of 3. So they should be starting. There we go. Oh, pink camo, still best camo. Let's have a look-see. Batchats and 30B sticking together. The 50B's heading towards base C with 30B. Ooh, 50B's are getting a shortcut going down below. Could call that. First damage being done. Batchat having been spotted. 50B's moving in. Batchat may be in massive trouble if he doesn't notice it in time. He does now though. Get out of there. You really... Ooh, that missed though. That is a very lucky bad shot. Yeah, you don't want to go down below there. Ooh, that did cost him. Clever gameplay by Eros, even though they're down in the ditch. Elon's now in trouble. Oof, there he goes with a very flying turret. And that is a nearly dead Batchat. That is a very dead Batchat without a turret as well. And now only Stopey is left. And there's no way he's gonna survive this onslaught. He might take out a 30B, but he's not gonna be able to get a full clip of this caliber out of the way. And there he goes. Nice sneaky shot by Nick in the bum. Ends his suffering. And the first game is for Eros. I will respond to fan requests and chats and stuff later, but I don't do that while I'm streaming. But they stick with the 2 Batchats and the 30B. Whereas Eros is probably sticking with the same thing as well. I don't think we've seen them drive much else yet. But it is a combination that seems to work really well for them. And here we go, 2 50Bs, a 30B versus 2 Batchats and a 30B. Kind of goes to show that as far as French tanks go, the 30B is very good to have alongside you. Which does add to the whole pay to win kind of thing. Here we go. Just in time to see the countdown. And let's see what they do. The 2 Batchats with the 30B heading towards the same ditch that Eros performed so well in last match. The 50B's heading more towards the middle. And they are waiting. And they are pushing in together. Going after the 2 AMXs rather than the 1 30B. Possibly hoping to take out one. But it's actually one of theirs that gets taken out first. It's now 2v2. And the Batchat is running off. They have split up. And now Kami has to be very careful. And has to get out of there very fast if he wants to survive this. That is one way of trying to end the tank. Not really the way that I would advise you to. Especially when you miss that one. Oh my god. And they're getting in each other's way. Batchat's still alive, but he's not going to be for long. Ooh, he's still alive now. He has to be very careful though. Same with Elon's. Use the corpse of the Batchat. He's still alive. There he goes, but Batchat still has a shot. Ooh, Kami takes it home. Nicely done by Imo. That was so close though. I thought for sure, to be fair, that Imo would lose this because they just lost the tank so fast in the beginning. Wow. But that does make it 1-1, and that means that we get a tiebreaker. And the tiebreaker is going to take place on Faust, which is my favorite map, so I'm not sad about that at all. Also, the more competitive gameplay we get, the happier I am. So let's see. It's Thursday business, this streaming. So we are ready. Justin Phoenix needs to ready up and then we can go. Dun 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 dun. And now we have 3 batchets. Ooh, we get a triple batchet again. That has worked out quite well in the past, so it could work out really well now. We don't know. And we are ready. It is such fast games though. It still surprises me how fast they go. But I think it's more, you can't really split up because then they get singled out. You can't really play all the tactically. It's more about finding the place to effectively brawl. It's not even effectively brawling, but finding the place to do it effectively. Because if you choose a place where your team will be stronger than theirs, then yeah, you have a massive advantage. So let's see. 3 batchets heading towards 2 different locations. But sticking relatively close together. The 50Bs being careful, Yuriki not wanting to run into the batchets on his own. Elon's in a tricky position there, he might get stuck there. He does spot people though. No damage been done despite the firing. Whoopsie having 2 shots left. And the batches are hightailing it out of there. Base A is now being kept. I wonder if they're gonna keep base D. Yeah, they are. And base C potentially as well. That would be cheeky. Because with a batchet you can just keep running around the whole time. Kami getting out of there. Unicum getting hit. Oof, getting hit quite a bit. And now Immor has 2 bases. Eros has the 1. But they've also lost quite a bit of HP. And this is the deciding match. So it's all about this match. This is the tiebreaker. Stopey going out on his own quite a bit. I'm not sure if that's such a good idea. He does spot Whoopsie and then just goes nope. And gets out of there. Damages himself a little bit jumping off that ridge down there just now though. Blind shots being taken. But no damage having been done yet. And it will be up to Eros to make a move. Stoby taking an overlooking position. This is not a bit too far out for my liking. Amax taking some damage there. Ooh, but so does Stopi. And we are circulating. I think that if they start to cap D, that means that Emor will cap base A. There we go. We are rotating. And then can afford to. They have plenty of points to spare. And they're only sending Elons there to cap it. They just need to be careful to not have base C cap now. I like this game though. It's very tactical actually. And now C is being capped. They need to decap C. They need to decap it somehow. But they're capping it quite safely. And if they want D again, they might have some trouble. Stopi heading up. He's going to encounter an AMX there. So he has to be careful. Ooh, he doesn't get out of that unscathed. Oof, that did cost him. Now the Batchet is reloading. This is such cheeky gameplay, I love it. But the Batchets are steadily losing health. And they don't have the point advantage anymore. They will lose that very soon. And they are running off, running around. I think that if they had just gone in straight in, it might have been different. But as it is right now, Eros has the stronger positions and the stronger guns. Stopi not going up there. And we are at 800 points. Stuff has to happen now. Whoopsie taking a defensive position. Going up the ramp. They have to take out the tanks. They have to take out the tanks. But they don't take out the tanks. Why don't they take out the tanks? Stopi lost. Elons is gonna be quick behind it. I don't understand. And they're also blocking each other, which is also not a good thing. It's not gonna be enough. There we go. And Eros takes it home and goes... That was a very flying turret, mind you. That was one of the slowest battles I've seen so far. But yeah, that was it for this room. We are going to go back to Bretagne. Bretagne. I think this was it. Yeah, there we go. We're not the only ones switching fast. So now we get a best of 5, and for that we go to Normandy, Naval Frontier and Port Bay as a tiebreaker. So now we just have to wait for everyone else to arrive. But it will be EG versus Eros. So that's going to be cool to watch. Like I said, I quite like this. I don't really understand last match with the batchets. You have the mobility, so you start with the cap advantage. But then you don't push through. Because they could have had this, and at the end, they didn't focus fire. That last shot from the batchet should have killed the AMX, but it didn't. All the same though, very well played by both teams. And that flying turret at the end was quite funny. So now we just need to wait for EG to arrive. And then in 4 minutes, we get to see the grand finals of the Kraken Team Gala 2019. I don't think necessarily 3 batches will always win. I think if you put them against D22s, for instance, it would not work. Against IS-7, basically against any tank with very troll armor, they might not work. Because you have to be, for a batch with batchets, if you take 3 batchets versus 3 random other tanks, you have to be certain every shot pans. If it doesn't, then you can have a very big challenge on your hands. It also very much depends on how the enemy is driving. Not just what, but how. Like, for instance, 3 batchet 3 versus 3 mice. I wouldn't be entirely certain who would win that. Because it will very much depend on the skill of the individual player. And not just tank choice. So we are waiting for EG. Where did they go? Ah, EG is arriving. Or at least Orca is here. Let's see. More people are arriving. Ooh, a Chinese one. That would also be fun. A Chinese tournament. I think you could do this for every nation, to be fair. And it would be quite a lot of fun. And there we go. There's Winch. We are just missing the one. There we go. Sabio has arrived. I'm just thinking, what kind of tanks would you drive if you had a 3v3 German tournament? You get mice, I think, mainly. Potentially some E50Ms because it's crazy strong right now in the game. Depends on what you want to build your team around. But other than that, I'm not entirely certain. E100's not quite because they're so easily programmable. Same with the Russian. I think you would see IS-4s mainly. Maybe a lost IS-7 or maybe 140s or T62As, but mainly IS-4s, I think. But yeah, here we go with the grand finals. We get the first 2 matches on Normandy, and then 2 on Naval Frontier, and then on Port Bay if we get a tiebreaker. I like Normandy. It's a map that hasn't been played all that much yet. And that still makes the tactics fresh. But especially with 3v3, it is very... it's very hard to read where the team might potentially go, because you honestly don't know. Because it all depends on where they decide to stick together. In this case, I would think that they will keep the high ground rather than take the high ground. It will be funny if they go with this lineup though, because they're both 250Bs and 130B. And that makes for interesting, because then it's definitely just the player skill and the positioning that does it, and no tank having an advantage over the other, depending on the equipment. So let's see where they go with this, what they end up doing. And we see both teams heading towards the base closest to the spawn, which is base D for our side. There goes the plane crash, where all the damage from the crash is already there before the plane crashes, but okay. And Yuriki is going towards base B. I wonder if they realize that, if they will rush these AMXs. Yeah, they are. Base B is being kept, which means that... But they do have to take care, though. 50B is moving in. 150B almost out for the count. This can be very, very tricky. There he goes. And now it's suddenly 2v2. But one is looking a lot healthier than the other. And it's almost 1v1 at the next reload of the 30B. And it can go every which way now, so they have to make sure that the shots count. And now Orca can still take a shot, but Yuriki can't. So he has to make certain that it pans. He has to be careful. Ooh, that shot! Well played. Look at this graveyard, though. That was a very, very quick game, but a very, very fun one. Well, regarding the just Kantemirovskaya just said, yeah, I was surprised to see 3 times bad chat, 3 times anything really. In my mind, you would be best to complement your team members' tanks by filling any weaknesses. Thing is that if you use 3 bad chats, you don't necessarily diminish the weaknesses, but you build the strength. Because they're all so fast, they're all so cheeky, they all have that autoloader gun. If you can work it well, the 3 bad chats can work out really well, and I think they would potentially be a winning strategy here. But it requires a lot of focus fire, and it requires a lot of teamwork. You have to make all your shots count all the more when you drive fast tanks like that. You can't afford any weaknesses. Yes, Winch used to be in RTK. He's now in EG. There's a lot of people that have moved around after the last thingy tournament. Eusebio also wasn't in EG. So yeah. Now we're just waiting for the next match, which is also on Normandy. And we're gonna see the same lineup by the looks of it, and it will be interesting to see what will happen this time around. Because this was all about the focus fire. I thought, to be fair, that they would lose because they had to... because of the way that they didn't quite commit to the rush. So they were quite nimble. So, this sounds so mean, but they were quite lucky. But the thing is that, in this case, whatever team wins, it's... both teams are so skilled. Both teams have professional, well, sort of professional tournament players. The highest tournament in Blitz, at least. And that means that they have a lot of experience with competitive gameplay. And now they are just sticking together. 50Bs have been spotted. First shot being done. I wonder if they're gonna push in. First shot taken again. Whoopsie, I haven't been taking quite a bit of damage here. But now we enter the stalemate zone, where nothing really happens. And we have Yuriki that is not really pulling back, but maybe a little bit. And if he does, that means the Amaxes are going to capitalize on it. This was nice. It's a trap! It's a trap! And they fell right for it. That is the end of Eusebio. Very nicely done by Eros. That was just a straight on trap. I love it. Talk about cheeky. Very well done. And Eros is gonna take this home. I have no doubt about that. Orca has just been obliterated. And now only Winch is left. That pounce on the bum. That's, oh my god, that's RG against you. But then still, he would never survive this. Poor Winch. Facing off against so many guns and damage, and there he goes. And the game is for Eros. Wow. I love the trap move. That was just mwah. Perfect. That was awesome. That was too cool, guys, honestly. Perfectly executed. I can't type anymore, but yeah. Okay, so it looked like a fantastic tactical move to us. It wasn't quite like that, but it doesn't make it any less fun. So now we are moving to the next map, which is Naval Frontier. And it's already 1v1, so hopefully we get to 2v2 and then the last tiebreaker. I would love that. And here we go. Third match. And we see now that EG has taken a very different lineup with the two batches and 30B. But Eros is sticking to the same thing. That seems to work very well for them. But with this much speed, I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Because they could grab base B and A quite cheekily. If they are careful. Because you could also lose the tank doing that. This is something I don't get. You lose a lot of speed and you have the potential to damage your track and you have the potential to get shot. Yeah, no base B is being kept as well. A has been kept. C has been kept. They have to be careful. Eusebio losing quite a bit of HP already. Winch having taken the base. And now they just need to stay alive. Maybe even grab base C to add injury to insult, to add insult to injury. Ooh, cheeky shot there. Nice shot by Whoops. Yeah, they have to be careful. It is quite nicely spread out, but in a position where they can build on each other. But the thing is that EG has the caps. For now. They won't for much longer. Not with the way the Yuriki is now positioned. I wonder if Orca can get a shot in there. Wind's taking damage. Wind now being rushed by the AMXs. He's not going to survive this. There goes Yuriki. Wind's holding them off long enough. Ooh. There he goes. Batchat taking a ton of damage there. Eusebio having very little HP left. And Whoops now still having 2 shots. You have to make the shot count. There you go. Batchat's still alive. Running away. Whoops now reloading his clip. And if they just stay alive and cap that base B, they should have. This is another. This is a Raven. This is not transparent. Look at that. It's not transparent. That's the first. But yeah. Orca potentially getting away with it. He kind of has to. Now he's in trouble. Yeah, but they have 2 bases. They can do this if Eusebio survives. He should have gone to base C and kept that instead. They still should have this though. If he just stays alive, Eusebio should have this. Don't take any chances. You will have this. And there you go. Barely. But you have this. And they're driving the other way. That was a very close game. Very well done by Winch by holding those 2 AMXs and surviving as long as he did. So now we get the 4th match, which is also on Naval Frontier. And after that, perhaps the tiebreaker. But it's very close. Any match that AG wins now, wins them the game. So we just have to wait for everyone to ready up. And then we can go. Everyone is ready? And here we go. Let's see what happens in this. Lovely match on Naval Frontier. We have base C that is being kept. The AMX 50Bs are moving straight on in. And we just like, nope, let's not be here. And now he's in trouble. Ah, that first shot missed though. That is vital. And it gives him the time to get away. And we have the Batchats taking out. Well, not even taking out. The 30B chasing after the Batchat. There goes Whoopsie. But he's very close. There goes Eusebio. And this is a Batchat that's not gonna live. There he goes. And it's just a 30B versus a 30B and an AMX 50B. And this is probably going to be Edels' game. Oof. Orca losing health. Trying to back away from the AMX, but it's no use. He's not going to survive this. Ooh, that missed though. That is vital, but he missed as well. And there he goes, with the flying turret that lands right next to him. And that was one of the fastest matches that we've seen tonight, I think. In 1 minute and a half, oh my god. But a good game, very good game. And now it's 2-2, we got a tiebreaker. For the last match of the grand finals of the Team Kraken, the Kraken Team Gala of 2009. This is going to be lovely. Let's see. Everyone is ready except for Infernox. And then we have the last match of the night that takes home the Grand Championship on Port Bay. And let's see who takes it home. We've seen some epic gameplay from both teams so far tonight. Was that my turret that blew? I missed that. I'll have to watch that in another tournament that I stream. So we're going to stick to winch to get across the river. And then we will see. 30B having been spotted. No damage being done yet, but Orca did take a shot instead. And we see positions being taken around base C. But not necessarily positions I would want to be in. AMXs are moving in. Wanted to clip out that other AMX 50B. Eusebio in a lot of trouble now. Focus fire not happening fast enough for EG, but Edels capitalizes on it perfectly, having some lovely focus fire themselves. Unicum and Whoopsie both reloading. Yudiki having basically keeping them busy as they do so. Winch taking a shot as he tries to, well, not necessarily run away, but get away. Yudiki now in a lot of trouble. Orca in a lot of trouble. He's going to die with the next reload, and there he goes together with his flying turret. And now only Winch is alive, but barely. He does kill off Yuriki. But now we have the 50B with the speed boost. And a bad chat that is barely any health left. And he has to run for his life. And he kills one. But now he has to guess where Whoopsie is. Whoopsie's fully loaded. And there goes Winch, and the game is for Edels. And Edels wins! What a game. Again, very fast. And it's that lovely focus fire that we saw from Edels on Eusebio that was just a bit too far removed from his teammates to get the help that he needed. That brought them the championship. Very nicely done by Edels. Very nicely done by all teams tonight, but congratulations to Edels for winning the Kraken Team Gala of 2019. Well done. Very awesome. So that was the Kraken Team Gala of tonight. It was absolutely fun. It was a bit chaotic. I had some trouble figuring out what was what. But I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Again, congratulations to Edels for taking this home. to EG for amazing gameplay. That was a lot of fun. And Imor for a very well-deserved top in the place in the top 3 as well. 2019, not 9. But yeah, thank you all for watching. That is it for me tonight. Thank you, Kraken, for organizing this, for doing the whole thing. It's been absolutely bloody amazing. And I hope you guys do it again. And I hope to get to stream it again, because it's great fun to do this. So thank you for everything. Thank you everyone at home for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll be seeing you guys next time again. Good night.